This is good as it get. I'm on that Brooklyn Bull.
Yeah, it's your boy Young Tito.
Yes, sir, it's Mr. Bright, and this is the What's Good Cuzo Podcast. What's good, Cuzo?
What's good, Cuzo? And
Yo.
we got a... Go ahead, Cuzo.
We got special, man. We always got something special in line for y'all, because we got to give y'all that content that the world needs right now. It's bigger than what y'all think it is. We got Dre Patterson. I got to do the government, bro.
It's all right.
Yeah. Better known to y'all, because y'all probably know him as Dre. Well, I got to tell his full story. So that's why I said the government, so we never
He got to tell his full story. We just help him get it out.
We gonna help.
Yeah, we getting it out there.
Yeah, I needed that. You're right. I stand corrected. But you're right. He's gonna tell his story. It's coming from the horse's mouth. How you doing, brother?
Blessed to be here.
What's good, Cuzo? Because you a family member.
Everybody up here, Cuzo. Everybody up here. That's why we call it What's Good, Cuzo.
Blessed to be here with your family, my cousins.
Yeah.
Listen, this is the time capsule segment, right? And the reason why it's called the time capsule segment, because we're gonna go back. And one of the people who could paint a perfect picture is my boy Dre. He gonna take us back. I want you to take us back to when you was a kid, right? And the time, the raising, the mindset.
First of all, I would like to know like where you from. Let them know where you from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm skipping.
Yeah,
It'll
get there. Yep.
Yeah. Was born in Brooklyn. Brookdale Hospital. 1976, November 6th. So it's coming around. I'll be 45 soon.
Okay.
So that's home base. But I also got another home, Long Island.
All right.
And I get into how I get out there and met some cousins out there and brothers out there.
Shout out to Long Island.
Let me shout out to
You already shout out Long Island,
You know what I mean? So I just want to say also, R.I.P. to the big bro, Alvin Tony from Long Island. I mean, he helped the hip hop world with Rock Carey and so forth. That's the
okay.
So he just passed on. So I always shout out
My condolences.
Yeah, rest in
to the
peace,
family.
Like we said, when you I want to get into more, like he said, your raising. How was you raised in, you know what I'm saying, in early Brooklyn? We ain't gonna get Long Island.
We in Brooklyn right now.
Early Brooklyn was beautiful.
And what made you come outside and influenced you to come outside and all that? Like,
Early Brooklyn was beautiful, like I said. Grew up East Flatbush, Kings Highway between Beverly and Clarendon. So
Okay.
no brothers and sisters.
You're the only child.
Only child.
Okay.
So, my uncles and aunts, I have 3 aunts and 3 uncles. They were like my big sisters and big brothers. Primarily raised by my grandparents. That time frame, now my mom's in the
Yeah, a lot of grandparents was raising kids.
My mom's there, love her. To this day, we have a beautiful relationship, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't like she wasn't there, but at that era, grandma's like, you young, finish school, we got it. So as my mom's got her things together, I'm with grandma. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't take me from grandma.
Before we go any further, let them know what you do now, so we can start from the beginning and bring them up to speed.
What I do now, I'm a credible messenger, violent interrupter, work for Guns Down Life Up in Lincoln Hospital in the Bronx. We address all gunshot assaults and stab wounds that come through the hospital. We offer resources for any victims of crimes, try to help them out. We try to convince them to not accept what happened to them, but to deal with a different way than retaliation. Like, I understand that you're upset. Like, there's no, maybe I can't understand because I've never been stabbed and shot. But we don't want you to retaliate and then you end up in prison. Or end up, worse off. Unfortunately, this happened to you. So we try to give resources.
And it can happen again.
And it can happen again. Yeah. So, we do help. We give different resources. If a person needs to be relocated, we deal with social services. Then we also mentor the youth. That's like, no disrespect to the victims of the crime, but we've targeted the youth because those are our tomorrows. Those are the brains for tomorrow. Those are the thinkers for tomorrow. And we have to channel them in the right direction. not tell them where to go, listen to what they want to do, and then channel them. This is how you
help them cultivate that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to tell. I learned because when I was young, I didn't like when anyone told me you had to do this.
I think we all grew up in that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
It was
at
do
that
what I
age,
say, not what I do.
Yeah.
And you think you know it all at that time.
Especially when you're young.
I don't take no blame for me being that young and say, but I just now as a man, I knew what type of individual I was becoming. I don't want to say hard-headed, but firm in what I believe in. Let me do it.
Live and learn.
Man, if I fall, I'm gonna get up. I was learning who I was as a person. But we learned early if you are, I don't want to say weak, but a weaker individual than in some things than others. Like I may be strong in something that you may not. You're stronger where I'm not. So you learn who you are. So you know the balance. Okay, I know I'm not really strong, so I can ask, young T.O. bro, because of I need some help in this area. But as youth, it's that pride.
Yeah,
we don't ask.
Yeah. So you said your grandparents raised you?
Yes.
So what happened with that? Like your parents?
Oh, my dad. Never met my dad. He was, the typical gone. So me and my moms, we spoke about that. She tell me some things, but I get that it makes her angry. So I just, I'm not.
So you didn't live with her?
I just
You just was still cool, close with her.
Close with her.
Okay.
My grandparents, they raised me like I said on Kings Howard. Grandfather was a cop. Back in the days, working in 77 Precinct, we all know on Utica Avenue. My grandma.
Yeah. He was in there. He was a tough. Yeah. I already know, Grandpa. All right.
Right there, you can say.
Yep. 77. They was not playing. They was not playing.
If they come in, it's a problem.
Everybody. You knew about them. You were good. You knew about them.
My grandma, she was a school aide. But she was a school aide early, way before I was born. By the time I was born in 1976, she was, staying at home with my uncles, my mother, my aunts, and raising the family. Now I came along, everyone's primarily grown, except like my Aunt Marie, she was at the time 16, my Aunt Catherine was 13. So, we going on, beautiful life. From what I see as a kid, I have everything that I
eat, roof over your head. We get it.
I'm learning. My grandfather is definitely, as far as tough, as far as disciplinary, he didn't abuse, but he was tough.
He's from that era, and he was a cop in the 77th Precinct. I already knew that before you said it.
We needed regulation, man. We needed that.
I can imagine how he was, boy.
Before he got to actually whipping behind, you're gonna do a lot of things. You're gonna write a word 1,000 times. He have composition books. Write anti-disestablishmentarianism 1,000 times. Tell me what it means. Give it to me in a sentence. Tell me it's a noun, adjective, or pronoun. Now, you see how I said that word? How many times I had to write that word?
I ain't heard them words in years.
That came with a lot of practice. That wasn't done overnight.
Exactly.
So my grandpa, he did that. But at the same time, as a disciplinary, he was a cultivator. Instill me with the correct values, courtesy, manners, respect. You treat people how you want to be treated. Yes, no, may I, can, please, thank you. This is how you're going to get
courtesy,
by.
Respect.
This is how you're going to get by in the world.
Yeah.
He used to say, you get more flies with honey than you do. You get more flies with honey than you do with, manure.
That's a fact.
So, and I used to see it. Not only was he teaching it verbally, I used to see it.
It's coming to life,
Because when I used to be with him, I see all the people in Brooklyn, because he also was a plumber. Had a plumbing shop right on Halsey and Lewis. Right near that old fish market used to be there. The corner.
Yeah, I was just over there too. Right? Yeah.
So, I said, the neighborhood loved him. How you doing, CH? My grandfather's name was Charles Patterson. So, everybody called him CH. How you doing, CH? How you feeling? How you doing? He was the community guy. He'd do a job for you. He needs your sink fixed. I'm kind of short. Don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. I got it. I got you. You got me. You know what I'm saying? That's when I said, damn. He was saying what he's saying is in real life time. people respect my pops. They love him.
I know what is like one of the most valuable things he instilled in you that's still with you today.
Never let no one tell you that you can't do something. Self-respect and self-determination. You fall on somewhere, get your ass up. Get back in the seat, refocus, recalculate. If something went wrong, that's why you went off. So recalculate. If that's what was wrong, take that out. You know what I'm saying? Like self-determination, self-respect. That's like, and never let no one tell you that you can't do anything.
Yeah. Is Grandpa still alive today?
Nah, he passed on.
Yeah.
And that's where my life changed.
How did it change?
That's where my life changed.
And when did he die? How did it change?
January 19th, 1990, 8:53 and 33 seconds. That's the time I looked at the clock. I'll never forget that time. Never. Right? When I was told that he passed on, that's when I looked at that clock. That's in my head. Right? And unbeknownst to a 13-year-old, at the time going on 14, unbeknownst to 13, I didn't know how that was going to affect me, or how that was affecting me. I know I was sad, I was crying, but the long-term effect of how trauma affects us, that I didn't know how that was going to, that even existed at that time. I know I became distant from my family. I kind of disassociated myself a little bit. I wasn't talking to grandmother about things that was bothering me like I used to. I wasn't talking to my mom. I wasn't talking to my aunts. I just now I'm out in the street.
Closed off.
Now, I don't have no drama in the street. Like, everybody, they would know my family before I was even born. So, you know how that go to her. Oh, that's Lil Dre. Oh, that's CH grandson. So, I'm kind of already, I don't got no beef, so now I'm out in the street. But this is where the brothers who respected the family went on the disrespectful side. Kind of now they manipulate the young mind, because now I'm like, yo, my grandpops, man, I ain't got no.
And how old were you?
13.
13?
I was at that age where little brother, he ain't scared of nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He real fearless. Yeah.
He ain't scared of nothing. He angry, his grandpops ain't alive. You know what I'm saying? The guys tell the bros, yo, man, I ain't got nobody, man. Like, I got my grandmother, but I'm a boy, I'm a guy, I'm a boy, I'm a 13-year-old boy. Like, there's certain things
that you need to hear your grandfather say to you. You need to hear his voice.
Yeah.
So this is where the manipulation comes in at from older heads. Yo, little bro, listen, and I'm playing ball, right? I didn't know I was good. I know I can make a layup. I know I can shoot. But everybody go, little bro, you good, like. You better than the other 13.
What was your position?
Point guard.
Point guard. I was gonna say that, but I want you to say it.
Point guard.
Because you got the build of a point guard.
And I was, and this is how God, for my talent, how everything like came to fruition, because I didn't realize I knew how to create until I was out there playing ball.
Let me ask you, what came first, the streets or ball? The basketball.
No, ball.
Ball came first.
Like my grandpops had me in little leagues playing ball since I was 8, 9. So I was cultivating my little skill in.
Oh, so that's what kind of was the transition when he passed. You kind of Okay.
Yeah, so I'm still playing ball, but now I'm hanging out after school. You know what I'm saying? I'm juggling both, but you can't. We think
Do you remember some of the leagues you played in?
Yeah, I played
as a youngin.
Yeah, I played in Night 1. I played in Adidas tournament. Went to Adidas camp as well. Went to night camp. Went to ABCD camp. I played in Yes to Success tournaments. Junior Nick. I didn't get a chance to really like shake out the rucker because son, because that I went away. You know what I mean? I was and not, because everything hurt me because I went away, but I'm like, because it's the name they gave me, Killer Crossover.
Now hold on, since you just said it, and that was my cue, because I got sources, and my source told me, he was like, yo, he really, and I gotta throw it out there. Fuck it, I'm gonna throw it out there. He really made that comparison to Iverson. So I'm just throwing it out. I'm just going off. I'm the messenger, bro.
That's basically what Iverson was for that crossover, that killer crossover.
Yeah, brother.
Right.
And my sources, salute. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Salute, big brother.
Yo, he told me, he's like, yo, the stuff that you was doing, he's like, yo, bruh, it was NBA worthy. It was supposed to be, you know what I mean?
You know what's crazy? Because we a little ahead, you know what I'm saying? Because
yeah, but I had
that's when he went away and did a little time, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to get into all of that. Yep, we're going to get into all that, you know what I'm saying?
So now, like you said, you was young.
13.
You was 13.
Now, like I said, I'm playing ball. You know,
yes, sir.
But at the same time, everybody know me. You know, I was coming up, going to different hoods. I was cool. Like, you know, I could go to the stop. You know, homies on NA Rock. You know.
Yeah, shout out NA Rock.
Shout out definitely the bros.
Yeah, shout out Mano. Shout out Mano. Yep.
Shout out Cino Mike.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Bro, Moody NA Rock. So I used to, go Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Go, I was all right. You know, I got family living in Fort Greene, and I got family living in Farragut, so it wasn't, played ball at Tilly Park, Kingston Park. But just like around my neighborhood, the older dudes like, yo, little boy, hold that. You know what I'm saying? That we got some work, yo, hold us a little bit of drugs. And I'm like, all right. In my pocket, you know.
What made you do that? The money that was offered, or
not even so much the money, just
effort? Grandpa was gone, because I know Grandpa was gone at that time.
I looked at
you didn't care anymore. What made you?
I didn't care, but then I also looked at them as big pros, because when Grandpa was alive, they were still around. Yo, how you doing, Mr. C? How you doing, C? How you doing, Mr. Patterson? So it wasn't like, so I'm not thinking that they manipulated me now, because they wasn't away when my grandpa was alive. They knew my grandpa. They knew my family. Yo, how you doing? How you doing? So now I'm around them, like we kicking it. Yo, little bro, yo, I gotta go somewhere. You buy homeless? What's that? Yo, some drugs. Like, all right. I'm not thinking like, as long as I was a little kid, you dudes been.
You say you was 13 around this time with that.
Yeah, I was that age. Like,
you're impressionable.
You know what I'm saying? I want acceptance now. I'm looking for acceptance, but come telling you my grandpa's passed, and I even know I ain't telling you this in the neighborhood. You know when the hood with somebody passed. Like, yo, especially when you like them, so. Took advantage of it. I didn't realize it at that time, but as I reflect, as I went on, like I said, we get into that. Whole little drugs and graduated. Yo, little bro, I got the hammer. Yo, hold this.
So it progressed as time went on.
Yeah. Damn, little bro, you scared to hold the drugs.
Let me see if you're hold this.
You know how that go. You know how that go. If you don't shut down at the door, people gonna keep coming through.
Yeah.
With more and more things.
Yeah.
That's why we all learn. I know we know because when I don't like nothing, shut the door.
Yeah. It's over.
It's over. Don't knock again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, for a 13-year-old, I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Were you being compensated at that time, or
now it's compensated. Yo, a little brag, a little $100. If not, at that time, it's 1990, 91. Yo, go get some J's.
A little shorty, you want a pair of sneakers, or a little chain or something, you're good.
Ball. Yo, you need some ball for your tournaments? X, Y. Yeah. Let's go. Sneaker store, J's. Andre
So
Agassi.
you doing that and balling?
Yeah, right? Like you said, a little jewelry, a little watch and all that. Going out to the clubs. You know what I mean? Now they're taking me out. I'm making my little name coming up in ball. At this time, right? I'm going to Tilden High School. Right? I transferred from Tilden. School starts September. I transferred from Tilden like December, in the middle of the basketball season. Because at the time, coach's name was Rosenberg, and he was like, "Yo, Andre, listen, I'm not starting. I made varsity, but I'm not starting." My man Lloyd, shout out to Lloyd Walker, that's my boy. He was the point guard ahead of me. Obviously, he's a junior, he's older, so I got to learn, no problem. So at the time, Coach Rosenberg, like, listen, Andre, you think your parents would transfer you? I said, transfer me where? What are you talking about? He said, to South Shore. I said, why? He said, because...
So he said your parents, was grandpa still alive?
Nah.
Like it's just grandma now?
Grandma, yeah.
Okay,
well,
okay.
But he didn't, I
just wanted to clear that up.
Yeah,
Nah,
he didn't, my coach at the time, I didn't even like share with him that, grandpa. Because like I said, I'm still like...
No, I get it. I just wanted to clarify that for me and also the people that's watching that grandpa's going and grandma got. Okay.
So...
All right.
I'm like, why you want to transfer South Shore? He said, Coach Sherman has a lot more connections, and you won't be sitting because we have Lloyd, we have other brothers too. So even though you'll learn by sitting, you learn by sitting. He said you're gonna sit, but you're not gonna sit long. I'm telling you, because he's
trying to get you in the game. Yeah, he's trying to.
So I'm like, all right, I asked
more exposure for you. Yeah.
So I'm like, cool. I asked my grandma, so she like, yeah. So she checks it out. She goes, speaks him, shoot the South Shore. Yes. He was highly recommended. Okay, South Shore. Maybe I'm on the varsity team. Boom. Now it's kind of lit now. now, I had my man Kai. Shout out Kai. My man Rodney. They was ahead of me, but I'm now. It's like I'm not just sitting for 30 minutes of the game. We in and out. We shake it up.
Rotation.
Rotation, heavy rotation. It's heavy rotation.
At this time, Steph Marbury going to Lincoln, him and his brother, not his cousin, 530, Jamel Thomas. So Sebastian older brother.
Yeah.
Like, shout out to the bros. Right?
Yeah. I was gonna say Sebastian, but his older brother,
Shout out. Yeah. That's who I played against. When I was in South Shore, they had Lincoln, and they had to sit. I ain't gonna front. They had to sit.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Steph, so I'm like, all right.
You played against Steph?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That was our division. Lincoln, South Shore, Canarsie, Grady was in the same division. So not only was Lincoln the terror, we got a good team. Grady, and Maurice Brown, Derek Brown. Not related, but call them the Brown brothers. Shaking it up. And this is when I'm getting my little name up. They come to South Shore. They go, "What this kid? Long arm kid? I'm crossing." I'm fast. I'm like, "Yo, what this little?" And then as I'm getting more and more confident, things that I did when we used to play Utah. Remember being Utah?
Yeah, Utah was always crazy.
I used to be dribbling, but unbeknownst to me, right? Because I didn't know that's practice. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I didn't realize at that time that you practicing, and I'm doing
because you be having about 3 dudes guarding you.
Yeah, I'm
Utah.
I'm going through the legs. I'm throwing through your legs.
Okay.
Actually, that was more than practice, man. You tripling up. Like if 3 dudes can't hold you,
because Utah your team. If 4, 5 dudes on you.
That's a fact. So
and I'm like, oh,
you was definitely in training, though. I get where you coming from, brother.
So, dude was like, little brother's nice. Now, I didn't realize that, like, my uncles played. My Uncle Charlie and my Uncle Anthony, they played ball. I used to see them when I was young in Nazareth Park, over these flowers. I used to watch, but I didn't see that they were nice, but they were for that era. So the older heads, my man Fat Kev, those my uncle's boys, but they see me, I'm a little brother. And yo, Andre,
take it serious,
Yo, listen, man, you got a skill, bro. And that skill to handle that basketball, I don't see too many people and you only 14 years old. Like, God blessed you, hone that skill. So I'm like, see, you could be better than your uncles, man. I'm telling you, Fat Kid, I played with your uncles. I'm telling you, and my Uncle Anthony was a leaper. Right? He had dunk. My Uncle Charlie was a ball handler. So your Uncle Charlie handle was good. But
how were they instrumental in your basketball days of I'm pretty sure they seen it.
Yeah,
played with you.
They played with me. Working. But they tell me now, like, yo, my Uncle Charlie, I apologize, bro, little nephew, because he played with me, he showed me stuff, but he didn't really
I didn't grab you.
Yeah,
like yo,
really
be hands on, like you could be the
and keep you out the street.
I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
He was a lot of stuff.
Money. Yo, come on, we gonna play. Yo.
How long you balled before the streets came in to where you was fully in the streets? Or were you ever fully in, or you just keep 1 foot in and 1 foot out?
I was never fully in.
That's what I'm trying to understand. Yeah.
I was never.
How long did you do that? 1 foot in, 1 foot out kind of thing.
Until I graduated.
Before the streets caught up with you.
Until I graduated high school and got arrested. So I was kind of like, I wasn't the ultimate hustler. I sold no drug head. I wasn't. I wasn't the ultimate stick up dude. I had a little gun, but So I was, my thing was ball, but at the same time, I'm going to hang with cousin. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't, and I ain't gonna lie, the big bro, they respected that. You know what I mean? But it's just still, I would be with them. You know what I mean? And then I'm like, I'm doing little things of my own now, because when they're not around, I need some bread. I see what they do. I know now. So I do my little thing, right? And once my grandparents died, this is what fucked me up. So it was like,
you good, bro?
My grandmother started having bill issues. It's with a house. So now it's like, because once my grandpa's passed, the city playing with his pension. This dude served. This dude served as a New York City Police Department for 25 years and retired before he passed. So he playing with his pension.
Yeah, when they pass away, they try to play games.
Yeah, they play.
Then he was in the service.
That's another. That's an income. Come on. Yeah.
Right?
Supposed to take care.
He has a spouse. My grandmother is his spouse, right?
You want your refill or something?
Yes, please.
You're definitely supposed to take care of their spouse.
Yeah.
Forever.
So,
and the kids. And babies too.
And
Yo.
Yeah, that's me. Thank you, bro. So when that's happening, now my mind is like, grandma, our house, So she had, she sold the house to take care of bills. That's when I went to LI. My Aunt Marie at the time. My Aunt Marie at the time lived on Long Island. Rest in peace, my aunt. She passed on. And, she was a first responder. So we lived with her. Her daughters, my little sisters / cousins. You know what I'm saying? Those, right? So Victoria and Crystal, little Vincent Bohannon. That's my little cousin. That's past the vet. I gotta get into that. He blew. He's with Hezekiah Walker. God bless him, man. He's writing music. He just did a video in Fort Greene Park the other day. His
that was him with the festival. It was some type of
Sounds of Victory.
some type of music.
Yeah, that's my cousin.
Oh, really?
Bohannon. Yes. Yeah.
Shout out, yo, listen, yo.
That's another connect we're having on
bro. We gonna need, but that's beautiful. I love to hear all of our black people doing beautiful things, big things, positive things. Let's keep it going. Right, so get back to what you were saying.
So now I'm out in Long Island, registered in school, North Babylon.
What year you went to Long Island? You moved there or you just going to school there?
No, we moved back. We moved out there because my grandma sold the house because of the bill situation.
Okay.
So to catch up on bills and, not to be in the red where they just, take the house and then you don't have nothing.
Yeah, you don't have nothing. Yeah.
She cut her losses, even though it hurt. Boom, took care of business. And we went to Long Island with my aunt. So I registered in the school North Babylon. That's right next to Wyandanch and Amityville, which is the hood. Like Wyandanch, Amityville. So in my mind, I'm like, I'm going to Long Island.
And that's where Keith Murray and them from, right?
Exactly. Yeah. He from Central Iceland.
Oh yeah, Central Iceland. That's right, exactly.
Wyandanch, that's where Rakim is from.
Okay.
So that's the hood. That's salute. That's family out there, bro.
Bismarck and them. Yeah, exactly.
That's the family. That's
leaders of the new. All shout out to Long Island.
North Babylon. So I go to North Babylon High School. Right? Boom. Now, I've been going out there, visit my aunt. So I meet my bro, William Grant, Shot Real. That's my Cody. That's my brother.
So you was already traveling to Long Island, so you already had some roots. Okay.
Yeah, so, now it's like, all right, it's not that I'm unfamiliar. Now I'm out here now.
That's the difference. Yeah, I'm out here now. Yeah.
So, I mean, like I said, William Grant, salute, bro. That's my brother. That's my comrade. You know what I'm saying? He was with me.
No doubt.
And my bro Cheeks, that's my other Koji. So I meet Delaney and my man Chad. Those were the first 3 dudes that I really like. Now I'm living out here, like even though we knew each other, but now we boom. Okay.
That's the crew, basically.
So going to school, boom. Just
you still balling in school?
Still balling.
Okay.
You on the varsity. My Cody, my bro Shot Real, William. He the shooting guard. lights out, like Steph Curry type, lights out. I got the handle, we got the shot.
You got the shot, man.
Like it's crazy, we crazy. Like we got no bad one up. We're like, oh, who are these dudes?
How far did y'all go?
We went to regionals, and we lost to a school, William Floyd, Northport, Long Island. The dude named the star name. It's crazy how we lost this game. Like to this day, bro. I'm 44. I'm still. If I had to tell you out of all the time, this was your best game. To me, that was my best game in my life.
How did y'all lose that game?
Lost in triple overtime.
Good game. Good game.
Yeah. Those be the best.
Yeah, those is the good
What? Triple overtime? You'll be like, damn, we in triple?
Yeah, they going.
They fighting. They fighting. That's a fight.
I love those games. Those are the best
Not
games.
one overtime, not two, but the 3-1. The 3-1.
The kid name was
Stadium roar.
Yo, guys. The kid name was Robert Hodgson. He was 6'11". He ended up going to Indiana University. I ain't gonna front. He was nice. I tell you nothing for no. I learned at a young age, don't get into ethnicity, who can play, who can't play. This kid was nice.
No, nice is nice.
Nice is nice.
Talented is talented. Yeah, let's get it.
We in the game. He had a good team. But like I said, how we lost this game, bro, my Cody shot, he had like 7 threes, right? He had like 34. I had 45, 9 assists, 1 turnover, 6 rebounds. And like I say,
you got the memory of an elephant too.
Yeah.
He was like, yo, what happened yesterday? I'll be like, I don't know.
Yo, that's
He know. I'll be like, what?
My girl told me that. My wifey told me that.
You remember that? Yeah.
That's a fact though.
Yo, I swear, and we balling. And I had about, and this on on the street ball side, I had about 9 ankles. I was killing the kid checking me. He was all over the place. Right? I rip him. And then, but it had to rein me in a little bit because I ain't gonna front. I was getting a little outside of myself because instead of just what you taught in ballers, when you make your move, you go. I started playing with him a little bit. I'm doing my thing. And
like I always say, that don't put no points on the board.
Exactly.
So all that don't mean nothing.
So that's not how we lost. That's how we didn't win the first overtime. So in a way,
you could have ended it. You could have ended it quicker. I get what you're saying.
Right? So now I give them a chance. When you give a person life, give them a chance. They're gonna okay, give me a chance. Okay, all right. That's what I do different.
Yeah, he's gonna get stronger. He's gonna just
kudos to them.
So that was a life lesson.
Exactly.
Because I'm learning from that. I learned from that. When you got it, take it. Don't play with it.
Yeah, don't play with it.
It turns into the game of your life instead of you know what I mean? Like we could have got this over, but damn, now I made these niggas looking like better, kind of making them look better because I could have ended this.
Exactly.
Not taking nothing away from what they was or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But you gave them a chance. So now they looking superstarish and going crazy because they got a chance.
I got it. Overtime. Second overtime. My Cody, he makes a shot, boom, ties it up. I assist him, we go to third overtime. Now, mind you, we in way out east in Long Island. I'm talking about at least 95% white. Our families is like one spot, but it's cool, But the families out there, they in kind of awe. They like, how are they playing like that? Because I'm doing tricks. Behind the back.
Used to that, yeah.
I'm throwing behind the back pass.
They used to that regular layup, shot, and go back down the court.
We send picks and all that, but it's what's happening after the pick.
What year was this for you in school?
Oh, this was 1993.
No, I'm saying, your freshman, junior.
My senior year.
This is senior year.
Me and my coach, we got scholarships. Right? Our coach at the time was Jack Loft. Rest in peace. He passed on. He had connections.
Who you had scholarships to? What schools?
Florida University, Texas A&M University, Tennessee University.
These are good schools, bro.
At Tennessee University, at that year was the same year Allen Houston went there because his dad was a coach. I had St. John's, had Rhode Island, Providence. And that year, Providence had Jamel Thomas go, along with Shamgar Wells, right? So this is my era of ball players.
Yeah.
Skip the Malou, right? He's shaking up.
Yeah,
You know,
I was
he's
just watching the interview with him
He's
too.
shaking up in Cordoza, right? So boom. Oh, shout out to my brothers in Queen. I played in IS8. My boy Prince Matt. I mean, so it's
So this your senior year. This like your shot right there.
You know, but at the same time, nobody knows what I'm hanging.
What you doing on?
Yeah, I'm still,
One foot in, one foot out.
Yeah. So
So after school, what did you do after school?
After school,
Like when you graduated and everything, school was over.
oh, we just getting ready for college, but at the same time enjoying it. The girls. I got partying, homies, and doing still in the street.
Yeah.
Still now I'm just not just like accepting holders now. Now I need a little bit of money because now grandma's. I can't
a little more active.
Now I'm a little more active. Now I'm actually, you know what it is.
You're more senior than what you was before.
Yeah.
I got you.
Now, my mom going to college. I got the scholarship, but I need money. You know what I'm saying? My grandma's, when I do go to college, you know what I'm saying? Like,
she needs
a lot of
financial
things that you still run through your head. I understand. I understand.
I mean, boom. And God had another plan. I signed a letter of intent to go to Florida. Right? Billy Donovan at the time was a coach. So, okay, cool. I say that was May 5th, I get arrested. Mind you, we get arrested in Long Island after robbery. We get arrested in Long Island at Brentwood train station with an LIRR running.
Okay.
So now, mind you, these my conferences is happening in LI. So it ain't like I was coming back from Brooklyn. I was, I brought out there my half in, half out. I'm out there.
You out there?
Yeah. Right. So I got bros. It's like my Cody's. So we get locked up for grand larceny. Larceny. It's my co-defendant car. Cody car. Registration. He got his license. So we take us to the precinct. Or everything that's happening now, when people videotaping, we went through. We just ain't get shot and killed. Because that's how they came to the car. Put your hands where we could see him. Ain't no, excuse us, you ran a red light. Because that's what it was. Y'all ran.
So it was no warrant or nothing? It was just...
You ran a red light. That's what they said. Okay, cool, no problem.
Okay, yeah.
But you come with your guns drawn.
Yeah, that's another level.
And that officer name is Robert Patterson. Like mine, but it's spelled with an I, Pattisson. Like I tell you, I remember only that. I remember.
Yeah. You remember.
Right? And another dude by the name of Edward Fandry. Right? They come, get us out the car.
So that's the other officer.
Yeah, they get us out the car. Why all y'all packed in this little car? What you mean? It's 5 of us. It's 2 in the front and 3 in the back.
And it doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
You say you ran a red light.
Exactly.
Right?
Yep.
The driver's right here. He has a license. Registration is everything's correct. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did y'all see the broken window of the car over there? What? What are you talking
about?
Wow. Fishing, bro.
What are you talking
Fishing, man. You fishing for a shark.
Yeah,
fishing.
What are you talking about?
You fishing, bro. Get out of here.
You know about that, huh? So they take us in.
Mm-hmm.
So while we seen your car, all right, you seen the car. Now, I'm no lawyer, but we ain't stupid.
Mm-hmm.
You see the car, where'd you see the car? We see the car driving around the parking lot. Okay.
And then what?
Then what? Yeah, then what?
What did this so-called car do?
Oh, we seen the changing of the light of the glass when it was shattered, against through the sun. I said, okay, we all, my Cody, we all talking to the officer, okay. Now, what does that have to do with us?
Yeah.
If that,
I'm sitting here baffled right now.
Yeah, you trying to link me to something.
If that happened, by all means, it's definitely possible. That's obviously someone else.
Yeah.
In this, because we're in a parking lot. That means it's more people in this parking lot somewhere.
Public parking lot. Yeah,
right? It's a public parking lot.
Yeah.
It's like about 300 cars. Right? So if that happened, it wasn't us. So
what are they saying that happened though?
someone broke the window of a car trying to
They were trying to
steal the car.
Trying to take it, but they trying to say y'all did it.
Yeah.
Y'all did it. You know.
So where's this car though?
The car is still
If
parked.
we stole this car, why are we all in this car?
Everyone's in this car, and no one that was with our party was left to take that car if we was trying to take that car.
And if they did, where they at? When you go get them?
Exactly.
Yeah, this is.
So they take us, right?
Oh
They take us
my God!
They take us.
This is what our
to
tax
Bayshore
dollars goes to.
precinct, 3rd precinct, Bayshore, Long Island. So we in there. We in there. All right, I'm sitting there. You know the bullpen thing. We sitting there. And I'm like, yo, we bugging. We all bugging with each other. We all look like, yo. I'm like,
how we even get here?
So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna call my aunt. My aunt's a cop. I'm gonna call my aunt. I got my aunt Marie. She's a cop. Call. I show up. So, yo, can we get our calls, please? Can I get a call? Because I know the basics. They don't know what I just told y'all previously. My grandfather was a cop. He schooled me what to say and what to do and what not to say when presidents and officers. Be respectful. Listen to their directions, and then you don't say nothing. Ask for your call. Let them say whatever they want to say. Don't argue. All right. Once they finish, so that's what I always remember what he said. Yeah, you guys doing this, you know, all the rhetoric and the you a-holes out. You getting away with the All right. Excuse me, officer. Can I get my call, please? What are you gonna call? Does it matter? I get a call, don't I? Like, plus, I'm 17 years of age. My family needs to know where I'm at. Yeah, because I left school.
I'm still in minors, yeah.
Like, we all 17.
This was during the day?
Yeah, this was after school, like 3:30. Because we was going.
Because in my head, I had it at night. Like,
yeah, we left school. We left school to go play ball at a recreation center out there in LA, Brentwood. We had a recreation. We buy, recreation. You do. So we said, everyone play some balls. All right, we get pulled over. Cool, not a problem. But it ended up being a problem.
So this is what you did time for right here?
No.
Okay.
Body. Because now we get to the precinct, they like, yo, there's been a string of robberies going on around here, and it was a homicide at one of them. Now I'm like, oh, I don't know. Now you bugging. Now you bugging.
It's deeper, yeah. That's why I'm asking these questions, because it's getting deeper. It's getting deeper.
Because now you going from us stealing the car to, it was a robberies on, what's the store? Dairy Barn. There's robberies in the Dairy Barn somehow. Unfortunately for them, there's a homicide, someone was killed. Now you tripping.
Oh, and the store was a homicide.
Yeah.
Wow, we having this conversation.
And it's crazy because this era wasn't really that many cameras and stuff. Yeah, so this is a different era.
So,
yeah. What year is this?
94.
94? Okay.
So, all right, now, let me ask you a question. So is it safe to say that it was harder to prove that you didn't do this?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? That you didn't do a crime. Because right now, it's cameras everywhere. So it's kind of easier to even prove that, yo, I didn't do that. You don't see me. That's not me. But now, since there's no cameras, and then, at this time, you got a lot of crooked cops. I'm sorry. It is what it is. The system is messed up. You got to looking for quotas. Yeah. Trying to get their quota in so they can get their paycheck at the end of the week. So now they looking to pin shit on people. So now, like I said, was it harder to prove that you didn't do something?
Yo.
You know what I mean? Because you outside.
Yeah.
So it's easy to be like, yo, you know what I mean? It's easy to be like one of those dudes that's outside. I ain't putting no camera. It's easy to say you did it.
Exactly.
Even if you didn't do it.
I want to know what's the conversation like when you get your phone call with your aunt that you said she was a cop.
Oh, check it. I didn't. I didn't.
Yeah, I tell you, it's decent.
I didn't.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna tell you why I didn't. And because I opened my mouth and told them. I said, I'm gonna call my aunt. Because they kept saying, oh, who you gonna call? Who you gonna call? I said, I'm gonna call my aunt. She lives out here. That's what I'm living with. Right? He said, but you gave a Kings County address. I gave my grandmother address at Kings Highway. Even though we got rid of the house.
Oh, so they think you don't know nobody in the town.
Yeah,
got it.
Great place, North Babylon. So I gave the address. I said, you can call her. She's a cop. They said, cop. Now everybody looked at me.
Scared.
Cop. Because
they know all this is going to change quick.
Yeah, because if we call this woman and tell her we got her nephew and his friends here.
For nothing?
Right?
With no legible, nothing credible?
She's going to ask them.
Yes.
cop stuff. Like, only cops know.
Yeah, that's my nephew. The same way you're gonna do things to assist your nephew, I'm gonna do. So that, of course, they ain't calling. Right? So now, cause now I'm beefing.
You kind of spoke too soon.
Yeah.
Like Grandpa told you.
Yeah.
Your mouth.
And in that instant, that one word, that one sentence, she's a cop. You know what I'm saying? Because they were like, all right. Because they were like, all right, I said something, call my aunt. Right?
So you never got the call.
Got a call. But my Cody, he called his mom, and I said, yo, listen, you like they ain't trying to let me call, man. Tell moms, call my aunt, call my grandmother.
Exactly, yo.
Because we all family. Like my moms, my grandmother, and my Cody mom.
No, his family.
Yeah, we all like, that's bro. Like,
how many was it of y'all that got locked up? 4. Okay.
Excuse me, 5.
5. Okay.
5, but my little bro, Sean Curly, got, shout out to my bro. He was a little younger.
So he kind of got let go. Okay.
Right.
Okay, so it's 4 y'all going through the system.
Right?
Okay.
So now, me, myself, my Cody William, my Cody Maurice, and my Cody Jerry. Excuse me. So we're going through it. Now they separate. You know the separation. Oh, your friend said.
Yeah, trying to.
Your friend said. So I'm like, yo, I guess that's not my friend because he lying. I don't know. I don't listen.
Yeah.
So now, yo, listen, y'all did this and y'all did that, and someone lost their
So
life.
you didn't see the judge yet, anything, none of that? Okay.
I go into Central Islip, that's the district court. The next day, instead of going that night, because district court and all that, especially out there, you can go at 5, 6, 7, right? So we get arrested at 4:30. Why we ain't go to the, because if this
you get night court and all that,
because if this is really what you saying is about a stolen car, we will leave today.
Yeah.
A disappearance or a fine.
Stolen car, get out of here.
How old are these
Especially
kids?
9-4.
How old are y'all? 17? All right, call their families.
Yeah, that's a
Report back to court.
And the car y'all was in wasn't stolen, so
Yeah, that was a whole.
there was no reason to hold y'all.
Report back to I mean, I'll let you release you your ROR, report back if this is really about a stolen car.
Yeah.
So the whole night, now the homicide they talking about, they separate us. They take everybody out one by one. So I'm in the room with this officer, detective named Vincent O'Leary. Real piece of work. Yo, he slapped me, bro. And I swear I threatened him.
Just out,
no, not just out of no, like he tried to get me to say something against my code and just my bros. I'm like, yo, I don't know what you talking. You keep saying this person passed away and shot. I'm sorry for that person. I'm sorry.
Who was killed? Not to say, who was killed?
It was a store. It was a
store clerk.
Yeah.
It was a clerk.
Yeah.
Man or female? A man. Okay.
A man and his partner was shot. He
lived. 2 people.
One lived.
Yeah,
Okay.
One died.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm sorry for these people. Like, really, but you telling me about something.
You want me to say something about something?
I don't know about. Like, you're gonna say what? Like, he slapped me. Yo, I swear, bro. I'm talking about yo. Come handcuffed to the chair. I said, yo, you. Yo, I couldn't even say it. I couldn't even. I was so mad.
Wow.
I said, yo, you gonna pay for that, man. He said, what? You threatened me? I said, nah. I ain't say nothing. You gonna pay for that, man. Bro, I had tears in my eyes. I'm like, yo, you just slapped me like.
You want to do something, but you can't really.
I'm like, yo, you not my mama, like. So
that's the only one you'll hold that for. Like,
how many days you was in there before y'all went and got to see the judge for arraignment?
The next day.
Okay.
And then things get thicker.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can imagine.
We go the next day to Central Islip to arraignment court. It's about 2 in the afternoon. We in the bullpen. Everybody there, other people waiting for their own issues. So we all bugging amongst each other. I'm like, yo, my bro Maurice, we call him Cheeks. I'm yo, Cheeks, man. I'm like, Shot, that's my Cody, William, we call him Shot. We like, yo, how is this happening? Like, like, so they calling us now. Like, lawyers walk up to the pen door. Excuse yo, they call my Cody, Mr. McCormick. He said, yes. I said, you in the rain, whatever. I don't know what they actually told him, but now they call me, Mr. Patterson, right?
Are y'all in court together, or they're taking y'all one by one?
Nah, at this point, they're
supposed to be together.
Yeah, at this point, they just call us to the front, to the gate, just to let us know arraignment. But we going together.
Oh, exactly.
We going together. But this dude, his name, it's gonna come to me. Mr. Williams, white lawyer, Mr. Williams. He comes to me, Mr. Patterson, Dre Patterson. I said, yes, how you doing? Hello. He said, how you doing? I've been your court-appointed lawyer. And it's Mr. Williams. I said, okay. You've been indicted. You're facing 100 years. What? How? Like, now I'm like, what? So, yo, time out. I'm screaming now.
So you didn't go to the grand jury or anything like they just indicted you?
Indicted me. But we went to a arraignment court for the just check the slick stuff. We go to arraignment court for the stolen car, right? To take the pictures and all that, you know. But it silently indicted us for homicide.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, because this sounds like some secret indictment type of.
Silently indicted us for homicide. The man tells me I'm facing 100 years. What? I'm like, yo, I don't even have words for that.
He just comes out, you're facing 100 years?
Yes.
Hold on. Can I be more clear, right? Let's clarify, right? When you're under indictment, right? Doesn't that mean you've been under investigation for a long time? Like they've been watching you of some sort?
In some cases,
it's different ways they do it. Yeah, it's different.
All right, so
you got secret indictments. You got, you know what I mean? Like, you got an indictment like if I just do a crime right now and I rob somebody or whatever, I get knocked. Boom, I go to court.
Yeah.
I go see the judge. And then they gonna let me know if they indicted me or not.
Right there.
Okay,
that's what they did.
Yeah, that's what the first initial court appearance is for, to let me know if they indicted me.
Okay.
So they just basically already indicted me. Yeah.
Right.
So now,
so that means somebody went to a grand jury or something. How can they just? They can't just say you indicted. This is funny. This is.
Is that illegal?
That's illegal.
That's what I'm saying. All this sounds illegal. Exactly.
I'm clarifying. I want this to be
exactly. For the people that understand law,
we're gonna do this crystal
clear.
Exactly. Right.
Okay.
All the way
illegal.
True it is. All the way
Yes. That's how true it is.
True it is. My phone driving all that. Let's get it.
That's true. True.
So you said this was when you was 17, 9-4?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to place the scene.
So the man telling me facing 100 years.
Not 25, just you were 100. Wow.
So now we leave. They take us back to Riverhead jail. Now we indicted. So now we go to Riverhead County.
That's the county.
That's county jail.
Okay.
So that's where we start the process. We in there. Now we being harassed by the officers because this dairy barn robbery thing is kind of news. So
for Long Island, that's big news.
So it's a high profile case.
It ain't like New York. Somebody get bodied. It's like that's an everyday thing. Long Island is smaller. You know what I'm saying? It's like somebody got bodied in the store. You know what I'm saying? That's news out there.
And especially,
I've been in counties where if you steal something, it make the news.
Yeah.
Yo, brother, I called the store stealing. It be on the news. You be like, that's on the news.
And
it's just quiet. You're in a quiet town.
Especially certain towns. Like,
exactly. Certain towns.
Like certain towns, like. You know the system, like Wandans, the Black our neighborhood, the hoods. Oh, all right.
So all of y'all are facing the same.
Nah, check it.
That's what I want. Yeah, exactly.
Me, because I don't know. I guess because I was talking back to the officers when he slapped me, but I'm the shooter.
So they didn't want to make an example out of you because you was the
You know what I'm
you was the one more rational. Like, what is this? What are you talking about? What is going on?
Or maybe more vocal. Or they see out of the crew, he's the one like the head guy.
Yeah, you giving the most resistance.
You know, because not to say that everybody is under you, but when you got a crew, you got your main guy sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Everybody kind of. So he's looking like that guy.
My bros,
we're gonna throw it on you. You're the guy of this team. You hold that.
Because I'm actually in the interrogation room cursing him out after he slapped me.
Yeah, the most resistant.
Exactly. That's what I mean. He's the most vocal.
The most vocal.
They see that's the guy right here. Yeah,
you right. even when we was going to court now, this is when we were in Riverhead, we indicted, we going to court now, court appearances. We go to court.
So y'all in Riverhead County, y'all going back and forth to court?
Yeah, now we going to court.
No, what's the bail? No bail?
You go to first arraignment.
Or super high?
It was like basically, no bail and that much. That's how high it was.
Yeah, it's basically something we can't even pay. Yeah.
We go to arraignment, Supreme Court, right? Mm-hmm. We go there, how you doing? The pleasantries. My name is this. My name is Dre Patterson. You know my coach. Mm-hmm. Then he said bail. Michael F. Mullen was the judge. Piece of work. I get it to him, but now he's a private investigator helping people get out now. Ain't that something?
Because they know what he was doing. They know what they be doing.
Oh yeah. And one of the dudes went to jail, Thomas Spoda. It's a whole bunch of stuff in Suffolk County.
That's some irony. That's ironic like a mug.
It's not ironic to me because that's what they do, and they be having that guilty conscience when they retire.
I get what you're saying.
A lot of them have that guilty conscience when they retire. So a lot of them do that when they retire.
Yeah.
They start helping dudes get out. You be like,
they wanna clear up their sin
because they know exactly. They want to make right with the Most High.
Yeah, because you know what you've been doing.
You know what you've been doing. Exactly.
Yeah, you know what you've been doing.
Exactly. So you going back and forth in court. Your bail is high. How long are you in there now? Like
$500,000 on the bail, cash.
So that's what I'm saying. How long you been in there?
At this time,
in the county.
We go in there.
This time, you been in there 4 or 5 months.
May 5th. Get ready. We go there. At that time, we got arraigned. At this time, we going back. We set a pre-trial. It was like 5 months because we had pre-trial in September.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay. Pre-trial. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Pre-trial. They got the officers. They got now the people who was at the grand jury. They here now. So now we fighting to get grand jury minutes to see if they change what they saying. That's like flying without being in a plane.
Okay. The guy who lived, what is he saying?
He can't identify nobody.
Okay.
No identification, no fingerprints, no gun, right? You're just saying they were young black. Okay, so now.
Half the population
we're not doing that. No identification. Because if we going specific, when you say no identification, that means I can't even tell you what race did it.
Right?
I can't even tell you. It could have been a female. I can't even tell you what gender it was. Because you don't know what it was.
Then he went into
real out here, man.
One of them had gold fronts. So if you looking at that much in somebody's mouth, please tell me who the person is so we can get out of here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And if you can't, then let us out of here.
Yeah. That's a reasonable doubt right
there.
there.
You really can't. And especially because, so they be going back and forth pre-trial, everybody testifying. We got the DA, her name is Georgia Tashimba. Real piece of work. No. We all type of this, we all type of that,
Yeah, she paying y'all back. So,
now,
I find it strange too that a lot of DAs are female for some reason.
Yeah.
I think that's a tactic that they use too, because females are a little more vicious.
Yeah, and how you look now at that time I'm a young man, but how we look as men, even though we testifying, being on the stand, and when a woman DA, think about it, woman DA asking a question, that's her job. But now you like no, and then she comes a little aggressive, and you assert in your response like no, this is not what happened.
You know what I think they use females?
They don't want you to argue. Like how you look as a man arguing with a woman.
You know what I think they use females a lot of times? A female is not really looking for the truth. She wants to win. Her emotions are more in it.
Yeah.
So you could get her like, yo, I need a conviction. Because she got a head DA.
Yeah. The ADA got.
She got exactly. Too. She's an assistant DA.
Yeah, she got
really. People look at them as the DA, but they're assistant DAs. They have a boss. He wants the conviction. So she don't care about the truth. I need a conviction. That's how they get them. And that's why I think they use females a lot of times.
That's an actual fact. You wasn't even there. You just said everything about my case. Because James Patterson was the head district attorney of Suffolk County at that time. Corrupted. It comes out later. I'm upstate. Me and my co-friends upstate years. He's been under investigation. He had to resign. My ADA, right? Now, by this point, though, right? I don't want to get too far ahead, but she ended up becoming a judge on our backs, becoming quotas. She's a judge.
Like she said, quotas. Yeah, exactly.
So
Exactly.
Back up for a second. Now we in pre-trial. We going, she painting the pictures and all that. Right. So now we got our lawyers. They painting another picture. Listen, Ain't nobody here ever been arrested in their lives. Like, okay, but that don't mean that you a person can't do anything, but they don't get the benefit of the doubt because they've been involved with the law before. So my lawyers our lawyers is
because it's rare that you jump straight to murder.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Average person don't jump straight to that.
We still in America, right?
Yeah.
I thought it was innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah.
I thought it was that, but
we know how.
we know how the rules change when it applies to us. But I'm saying that we still.
This is good as it get. I'm on that Brooklyn boot.